Hello, I am back. Um, I had quite a few questions, not on my YouTube, but on my Etsy, on how I seal my orders. Um, all of my orders are either in plastic bags that I have repurposed from purchased items, or like the plastic paper sheets. I got a bunch of stuff here because I've got many options that might be noisy. The protector sheets. You can get these at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. The cheaper the better will work on this machine. And what I have is it is a sealer. It's PFS 300. I'll try to, I've got it plugged in. There we go. Okay, and we bought this second hand at a yard sale. My husband paid $20 for it. He knew I would use it, and I love this thing. It has this bar here that holds it down for storage, and then this arm comes up. The part that was here, I mean, these are very inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon. I'm not getting paid. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just want to share this. But the material under here for the non-stick had some rips in it, and it was getting, over time, my plastic was sticking to it. So what I took was the Ranger non-stick mat and cut a piece of that. I don't recommend that. If you're going to get one, buy it brand new. You will get your money's worth if you do ship a lot of stuff and you want it protected and you want to seal it. So I'm just sharing how I do it and how I send everything out. I've got a couple sewing patterns here that are listed in my shop, and I have them in a smaller bag, but when I go to ship them, these will be put into a sealed, they will be gift wrapped and then put into a sealed, some type of bag. So let me demonstrate that. I'll demonstrate a couple ways. The first way I will do is the sheet protector, and just cheap. The cheaper the better. I'll do one of those. Sorry for the noise. And the button here, you can adjust the temperature. So I kind of figured that out with more expensive bags like that come with your items from the store. Some of them are thicker and you need to adjust the temperature. So basically all I do is cut this white part off. You don't have to, but you don't need it. So I'm just going to cut that off. I don't use a lot of these protector sheets, only for like bigger items. I've been pretty successful in saving packaging material from items purchased from the store. I don't think it's going to fit in this way. I don't want to compromise the pattern. Let me just move this out of the way for a minute. Eat that. Sorry, I didn't drink enough today. Again, let me take a sip of my coconut water. Sorry. Okay. I'm just going to check and see if I can fit this sideways. That way I can get two in one bag, but I don't want to compromise the pattern and make it too tight. And that's going to make it too tight, so I'm not comfortable with that. So what I'm going to do is just put this in here and shove it over to that end to one side. And it seems like a lot of waste, but this will not be wasted. I sell small tags, tabs, journal tabs, and I seal them in these small pieces. So I save these pieces. Okay, let me see if I can get it where you can see it. I don't think I need to stand up, but, and basically this arm right here, this part here, I butt that up against right here. I mean, you can do it, you can leave a little bit of room, but let me just do it and show you what it looks like. It makes a sound when it's done and the light goes off, but I know this machine that I leave it just a couple seconds longer, and there it's sealed right there. So basically I'll just take my scissors and just trim that. And then I have a bin that I keep these smaller pieces in to seal up small stuff. Because the mail system is not your, you know, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but sometimes I've received packages that have been ripped open and stuff got wet, like in the winter time. So I just like to seal everything. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to, let me turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing. This bar here, I'm going to line it up at the top of my item. And one thing that I would have done before I sealed this is I would have put a piece of scrap poster board in there, or packaging material like cardboard, just to protect that, and it just gives it a much better chance of getting to the customer safely. So then I would just trim this top off, and there you have it. I mean, it looks like it came, you know, from the store. So that's how my item would get shipped out, but with a piece of cardboard in there to protect it. I would cut it just a little bit bigger than the pattern just to give it that protection. And this is another piece that can be saved. All right. All right, let's do this one, and I'll show you another way. Oopsie. My notes. Okay. And I don't, on the patterns, I don't put it back in the sleeve, because these are vintage and they're already fragile. I've already gone through and made sure all the pieces that are there, they're all ironed and they all fit in here, and this will be separate. I don't want to compromise the envelope at all. Okay, so I did the sheet. This is my bin that I save all my packaging material in. And normally I would have, like, well, I've got a bag here. This is a bag I keep my smaller bags in, and I know that that's not going to work out, so I'm gonna, whoops, put these in a smaller bag so they don't run all over the place in here. But I have a bigger bag here. It's going to be noisy, but this is a larger bag that I believe my my paper storage came in. These paper storage bins that I get from Hobby Lobby, they come in this bag, which is great because you have all that material to use. So I'm going to use this bag. It's going to be a little crinkly, but I just wanted to show you how I do this. Okay. So I'm going to move these bins out of the way because I don't need them. Okay. So we have this top of the bag that has the self-adhesive. So I'm just going to rip that open and fold it in on itself so it doesn't get stuck to anything. Then I'm going to just pick a corner, and I would have a piece of cardboard in there to protect it a little, and I would make it just a little bit bigger than the item going in there. And this one here is a little bit long, so it's kind of big. So I'm going to pull it to myself so I can see what I'm doing here. It's not going to fit all the way, but that's okay. I'm just going to push. If I had the cardboard in there, it would be a little bit easier to handle. So I'm just going to go for it. And I know this bag is thicker, so I know kind of how long I have to do it. I have tested. This is used, so probably a new one would work differently. But it's worth its weight in gold. I just want to make sure that did, yeah, it's stuck. So I'm just going to trim this. I didn't go all the way up because it was too long, but that's okay. This I can save for another. And then this here, you could either fold this over because it has the sticky here. Like I could do this because it has that sticky at the top. And then just undo this where I fold it up on itself. And then just do that. So they could open it that way and they don't have to cut anything open. And that's fine. Or you could just go through and seal it right there, and then you have that extra for something else. It really depends. So I'm going to leave that open so that I can use it like that. When this sells, it's perfect for that. So I'll probably leave it like that, but I just wanted to share. I could probably show you a smaller item using that scrap piece. Where did that go? Is that one big enough? That's not big enough, is it? So I just need a small item to go in there. Let me see if I got something here. That won't work, but this will. This is just something I was working on. I can do that. So like, let's say you were buying a small item from me that needed to be protected. I would, if I can pick it up, put this in there like this and grab a piece of cardboard. And again, I have one of these containers of poster board. I don't know that I have a scrap here that would fit. Yeah, let me take that just to show you. Okay, so basically I would cut this just a little bit bigger than my item. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, put this in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal it. I'm just going to seal the end. Okay, the end is sealed. I'll push that down in the corner. Then I'll come back up and seal the top. And I basically put the edge of this right here right along that cardboard. And as you can see, there's a little bit of distance there where it seals, so my customer can just cut that open. So this is what I do with all my tabs when I sell the journal tabs, because there's so many of them and they can get unruly, and I just don't want to ship them like in a bag like this. And then, you know, you've got to dump them all out or whatever. It's just my personal preference. So then I've got that one side left to seal here. I'm just going to make sure it's pushed tight. And there you have it. It's completely sealed. You can trim it up so it looks pretty. And it's ready to ship. And you can put a little note in there or whatever, what it is, how many. I usually do packaging, and it's good to go. And if they decide they're not using this right away, they can file it away, and it's good to go when they're ready to use it. It's not going to get crinkled. But for delicate items, this thing is, I love it. I love it. I use it just about every day. So it's definitely worth the investment. I haven't looked online to see how much they were, but I did look to see for a replacement for this here, and that's probably what I'll do. There's like a whole unit, like a heating element in that you just take that apart. I just think the prior owner abused it, and it was like ripped here, or maybe they had it too hot or whatever, but for now this is working out for me. And excuse me, I just wanted to share you know, for my customers how I seal everything, because they get everything like this in a package, you know. Everything comes all sealed up in a package, and they just didn't know how I did it. So there you have it. All right, I'm going to end the video here, and I hope this was helpful, and it's maybe something that would help you with your business and packaging, you know, or whatever. But I wouldn't recommend this. You could seal dry food with this, but it's not going to pull the air out. It's just going to seal. But you definitely can make your own bags out of just regular packaging. And from my experience, the cheaper the better. Like if you go to Dollar Tree or whatever, I know they used to be $1. It will last me a long time for a package of the protector sheets. Sometimes you can pick them up at yard sales or secondhand and stuff like that. I've gotten lucky with that too. So it's just a resource, you know, if you've got this. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.